I'm growing up. Man, I spent hours of my life dueling Branded in the original Yu-Gi-Oh card game. Yeah, it's called on Yu-Gi-Oh Master Duel, and I'm going to be showing you some replays today. I think there's a bit more replays than usual because you haven't uploaded in a few days. I was just taking a break. I do apologize about that. Before I talk about the duel, is it me or has this season been more brutal than the other seasons? I don't know. Is it just me? Maybe. I don't know. So I used Dragon Shrine to put Blue Eyes and White Stone of Ancients for my deck to the graveyard. Used Melody to discard. Actually, I discarded Crossed Out because it didn't seem like they had Ash Blossom or Maxi. So I was like, I'm just going to get rid of Crossed Out Designator and then just get Alternative and Blue Eyes Jet Dragon because I already have Blue Eyes in my hand. So yeah, I think getting rid of Cross Out was the best thing to do because, yeah, just didn't seem like they had any hand traps. Now, I thank Konami every day for the most amazing trap card. The best trap card in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Skill Drain. Man, they were going to take one of my dragons to fuse with Fallen of Stupid Idiot. But yeah, Skill Drain really saved me. Oh, to have Skill Drain against Branded? Yes, please. So they used Branded Fusion and summoned this monster. I don't know why they used Forbidden Droplet on both of my monsters. I don't know why. I don't know. They should have just done like Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. They can't get rid of Alternative. So anyway, because they destroyed a card, I could special summon Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. So yeah, they had no cards in hand. All they had was this. So I attacked. And because a card was destroyed on the field, I special summoned the other Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. Then I attacked with the two Blue Eyes Jet Dragons directly. Now that fusion that was sent to the graveyard has an effect during the end phase. So here I synchro summoned into Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon just so I can negate it. Yes, I have Skill Drain on the field, but I'll tell you what happened. So I used my first effect with Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon to negate that. It wouldn't go through without the second effect where it goes off the field to summon another synchro. So yeah, because Blue Eye Spirit Dragon's not on the field anymore, the first effect actually goes through and negates that end phase effect. So yeah, that was big brain mode for once in my life. So as soon as they played this, I knew they had nothing. So I was like, well, GG. But because they are using Branded, I wanted to just rub it in more, you know? So here, I got Ultimate Fusion. I used it just to summon Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. So yeah, just to rub it in even more against this Branded player. So I attacked with Jet Dragon, and then I attacked directly with Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon with 4,500 attack. GG, Astro. I don't remember what happens in this duel, but it is against DC Comics. So the fate of DC is in my hands. So yeah. Anyway. So I summoned Sage, got the White Stone of Ancients, discarded that with Melody, got Alternative and Blue Eyes Jet Dragon, summoned Alternative, Synchro summoned into Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. And then I set down Called by the Grave, and then I summoned Blue Eyes Jet Dragon with the White Stone of Ancients. But yeah, great protection to have another one in my hand. So yeah, pretty happy with this. Also, I have Maxi. Oh, now I remember, it's against the Pendulum deck. Yeah, I completely screwed this guy over so much. So, because a card was destroyed, I was able to special summon Blue Eyes Jet Dragon from my hand. Now here it says they're going to special summon. So I used Maxi before they special summon. So yeah. So here they destroyed that. And then they special summoned that. Now this card can target a monster and banish it if it has 4 spell counters, I believe. So they went to destroy my spell and trap. I mean, that card does destroy a spell and trap, but they can't because of Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. Now here I went into Asia, how the hell you want to say it, Azure, I don't know, whatever, Azure, but basically they can't target my dragons now until the end of my turn, so this card cannot banish any of my monsters now, so yeah, because I have the spell counters and things like that, but then they summoned another one, but again, you know, you can't target my monsters. Maybe if there was a monster you summon later that doesn't target and can banish, then sure. But for now, with these two, nope. So yeah, as soon as I saw this, I just knew I had to go into Azure, Asia, Ligma, whatever. So then here they summoned this, and they went to target all of my cards to destroy him, but they can't, and then they left. So yeah, I don't know. If they went first, yeah, maybe I would have been destroyed, but because I went first and just basically set up this whole field where nothing can be destroyed, it was pretty much over for them. This duel, man. This duel. It's just, hate, I gotta stop complaining because a lot of people hate when I complain. It's just for fun. But anyway, I'm dueling against Raid Raptor. Raid Raptor just takes the longest time. And it's just the same sort of stuff over and over. So they played that spell, summoned 3 monsters, XC summoned into that Raid Raptor. Oh god. They used their effect. And they got that from their decks of the hand. You know, there's not much they can do. 2 cards in hand, 2 monsters in the field. Wrong. So they used another effect, put that in the graveyard, used that effect in the graveyard, banished it, got that from their decks of the hand. And then they played 1 for 1, which made them summon a tuner. Sorry, a level 1 monster actually. Then they link summoned into that. And then they played that. And then it was the same Raid Raptor. Cyclone. Cyclone's just like, you may call me infinite. When you think you know has come and gone at your lowest, I'm rising higher, and the scars remain of who I was. It's infinite stuff, man. Like the same thing. Then they summon tri-brigade Omen. And I'm like, alright, like, cool. Like, I'd rather you summon that now than later. So, by all means, I'm all fine with that. So here I drew the most perfect card in this situation, Ultimate Fusion. So I used Melody. They don't have any cards in hand, so I wasn't worried about Bash Blossom or anything like that. So I got Blue Eyes, Alternative White Dragon, and Blue Eyes. So I summoned Alternative, destroyed this card because this card needs to be destroyed by battle for its effect to go through. So I destroyed it for card effect. So here I used Ultimate Fusion, just so I can destroy Omen with Ultimate Fusion. Now here, this card summons an Xyz monster once it gets destroyed. So because of that, I used Drytron to put Blue Eyes and Jet Dragon as a backup just in case. So I attacked that Xyz with Neo, and then I used my effect to put a Blue Eyes fusion from my extra deck to the graveyard. So that's when they use their effect in the graveyard to summon an Xyz monster from the extra deck. Then they put that as a material. So then I could attack again. But here's the thing. They can summon another Xyz monster. So that's when I decided to summon Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. Now here's the thing. Even though Jet Dragon's coming on the field, I actually could have attacked with Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, because I used my effect before Blue Eyes Jet Dragon went on the field. But the thing is, I had to attack this with Blue Eyes Jet Dragon because as soon as I attack, it makes my monster on 0 attack. So the best card to attack with was Blue Eyes Jet Dragon, just so I can bounce it back. But because of attacking with Blue Eyes Jet Dragon, the third attack was cancelled. I could have attacked, but I didn't want to because Neo would have been on 0 attack. So yeah, here they couldn't really do anything. They attacked, I bounced it back, and then they left. It was a great setup, but just Neo and Blue Eyes Jet Dragon, like, yeah, like, just really saved me. This duel is a long duel, but every turn doesn't really last long. This is one of the most... it's such an awkward duel. It's one of the weirdest duels I've ever had. I don't know what to think of it. I'm only keeping this replay in because I went full Giga Chad Seto Kaiba at the end. And you'll see why. So, honestly, it looked like I was going to lose. I should have lost. Well, 1 spell card, well, 2 spell cards saved me. So, yeah, as you can see, I'm doing all this. I synchro summon to Blue Eye Spirit Dragon, set down Called by the Grave. I swear I did this in another duel, but I do the same thing a lot. But anyway, so I summon Blue Eye Jet Dragon. Now here they special summoned randomly without me being able to activate Maxi. Just came on the field, just bam, they banished the whole extra deck. This puts, yeah, you can banish that opponent's monster face down. So I was like, nope. So I quickly bounced it with Black Rose Moonlight Dragon. Then they attack that with this. Then they set down a card. So yeah, that's why I bounced that away, just so I can make this, what they did, like useless. So here I use the White Stone of Ancients to get Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon to my hand. And then I special summoned it. It would have been GG here, but they had Solemn Judgment, so yeah. So I could have used Forbidden Droplet here, but I didn't want to, not yet. So I bounced that back, and then I set down Forbidden Droplet. I wanted to use it after. I didn't want to use it yet, just in case. Wanted to have some protection. They have like 6 cards in hand. They summon this, so any card that's sent to the graveyard is banished instead. So they use card destruction, and they got Raigeki and Harpy's Feather Duster. Now because of this, every card is sent to the banished area instead of to the graveyard. So Blue Eyes Jet Dragon's there, so that kind of screws me over. So this is such a weird duel. So I used Harpy's Feather Duster. Again, if this wasn't on the field, I would have summoned, doesn't matter. So I set down Ash Blossom because it has 1,800 defense. This has 1,600 attack. So here they use that to put this card to the banished area, and then its effect went through. So like 10 cards, I believe, was banished from the top of my deck. And then yeah, they couldn't get past Ash Blossom. So I was like, alright, I get to stall. Here I summoned the White Stone of Ancients. I attacked it with this just to deal, 500 damage. And then I Link Summon into Linkuriboh, just so I don't take any damage, I guess. But yeah, just, card, man. So here I was, they need like one more of their turn. Anyway, I use my effect just so I can make this attack 0. And then I set down a card. But yeah, the next turn, like my opponent's next turn, they'll get this to the hand, the one they sent with Gold Sarcophagus. So anyway, I summoned Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon, and I was very happy about that, just so I can destroy this, and no cards can be sent to the banished area anymore that are supposed to be sent to the graveyard. So yeah. So here they got Necroface. They summon Necroface, they put every banished card back to where they belong. And then they use Defusion on Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon. And then they attacked my Ash Blossom. Oh man. 4,000 attack. So I got Ultimate Fusion. I'm like, what's the point? I can only summon Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon. And even then, I don't have any trap cards. So what's the point? I can't defeat this with Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon. So I waited. Heart of the Cards guide me, which it did. I got Dragon Shrine. I was very happy because I could put Blue Eyes White Dragon, 2 Blue Eyes White Dragons from my deck to the graveyard. I used Ultimate Fusion just to summon Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Wow, wow, wow. And then I went to attack and they left. Oh man, such a weird long duel. But having those 2 spell cards, oh man, that was just a full Kaiba moment right there. This is an OTK against Branded. So, oh man, every time I get an OTK against Branded, it's so satisfying. So here, yeah, they're going first. I got Harpy's Feather Duster, which I was very happy about because, Branded, they like to set down a lot of fusion spells and other spells and things like that. So they used Lube of Jester just so they can get Branded lost, and then they played Branded Fusion, and I'm like, oh my god, the one time I don't have Ash Blossom. So they summoned that Fusion, discarded a card just so they can summon Mirror Jade. So they discarded Polymerization, then they activate the effect of Thespian Tragedy, and also Branded Lost. Oh man. So they got that from their deck to their hand. And then they got that from their deck to their hand as well. Lots of support Branded, unfortunately. And here they went into Mirror Jade. luckily they use the effect in their turn, which makes sense, you know, because they want to get the quick play fusion spell set down. So yeah, it makes sense. So they banished Lube, and it was the end phase, and yeah, they could get the quick play spell. So yeah, like I said, I was very lucky to have Harpy's Feather Duster, and also Forbidden Droplet, to be honest. And also I was lucky that my opponent, actually I can't tell you that part yet. I'm getting a little too excited. So I used Harpies, and that's when they used Branded in red. So I got that back to their hand. And then they fusion summoned into this Predaplant monster, and I was like, alright, that's fine. Now because of this card in the banished area, guess what they can do? Summon Mirror Jade again. And Mirror Jade can use its effect again. Great. So I discarded the White Stone of Ancients with Melody to get Alternative and Blue Eyes White Dragon. Here's where my opponent screwed up. They didn't think it was worth using their effects on Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon, which was their downfall. So I summoned Alternative. They didn't use that effect. I was like, great, trade in. So I discarded Blue Eyes, and I was able to draw 2. And then I used the White Stone of Ancients to get Blue Eyes White Dragon back to my hand, just so I can use it with Forbidden Droplet. So I used Dragon Shrine, and that's when I used Forbidden Droplet. So they didn't think it was worth using the effect on Alternative this whole time. So I was very happy about that, which makes sense. You know, I can summon something more OP than this, but yeah. So I targeted those 2 monsters, and they can't activate their effects, and their attack is cut in half. So I used my effect to basically get rid of that spell card. Then I summoned Predaplant. Then I used my effect to put Ultimate Fusion from my deck to the graveyard. They used their effect, but nope. Too late. I X-Duelist. Too late. Way too late. So I put all my Blue Eyes White Dragons back to my deck. Summoned Neo. And then I attacked with Predaplant because I need Neo to be the only face-up card in the field. So I attacked. Used my effect. Attacked again. Used my effect again. And then I attacked again. Very, very satisfying. Very, very satisfying. Oh, that felt good. You know what's a deck I don't see anymore, which I'm very surprised about? Drytron. Like, why don't people use Drytron much anymore? That deck is still super broken in my opinion. It was like the best deck to use at the start of Master Duel. It's still one of the best decks to use. Like, as soon as you summon that ritual monster and discard Eva and things like that, you just win. But yeah. So anyway, yeah, I'm dueling against Drytron. So I summoned the Alternative, then I set down my 2 trap cards. Then I summoned Blue Eyes Jet Dragon with the White Stone of Ancients and ended my turn. So I wasn't worried. I had a great setup because, you know, Blue Eyes Jet Dragon's protecting my trap cards. That's when I realized I was dueling against Drytron. I was like, wow, okay, there's a deck I haven't dueled against in a long time. It's a very annoying deck, but, you know, I wasn't too worried because I had Skill Drain. So yeah. So they went to get rid of this to summon that. Now, before I went on the field, I used Skill Drain. So yeah. I don't know why my opponent didn't summon that ritual monster, the Drytron one with 4,000 attack. At least they could have used that if they couldn't get rid of Skill Drain, you know? But here they just kept doing things, like, and they're just getting negated. Like, you know, they're getting that, which is fine, you know? They use graveyard effects and things like that. And they summoned that, revealed that. They were able to draw a card, got that from their deck to the hand. Then they forgot about Skill Drain, and then they left. So, yeah, okay. Honestly, I just don't see Drytron anymore. Alright, so this is the deck I was using in the replays. It's pretty much the same as my Blue Eyes White Dragon deck, except I took out Return of the Dragon Lords and replaced it with trade-ins. So I'm trying to use 2 trade-ins. The thing is, sometimes I would get like some spell cards in my hand, including Return of the Dragon Lords, and there's nothing to discard my dragon with. But then again, like, having Return of the Dragon Lords is really good. Just maybe I was getting unlucky a lot. But the thing is, sometimes 2 trade-ins is annoying, because let's say I don't have a level 8 monster. Then, yeah, like, and you have 2 of these. You're just bricked. And, oh my god, I hate discarding a level 8 monster of trade-in, and then I get another trade-in and something pointless. Oh my god, so I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to Return of the Dragon Lords. I don't know, maybe. But I just want to see how using 2 trade-ins was again. Now, after the replays, I wanted to see if I could get a Royal Finish Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon. And well, I did. I'm not going to lie, it didn't take me long. Maybe a bit more than 150. And I got it. So it was pretty easy, you know. So I was very happy about that because I've always wanted a Royal Finish Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon. So yeah, I want a Royal Finish Blue Eyes Jet Dragon, but that's going to have to wait. And also, not only did I get a Royal Finish Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon, I also got a Royal Finish Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, which, oh my god. I've been trying to get a Royal Finish Neo for the longest time. I try maybe once or twice a week, or sometimes not even then. But today I was in the mood to use all of my crafting points, and yeah, I eventually got a Royal Finish Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. So yeah, I'm very happy about that. It's about time. So the next time I use a Blue Eyes White Dragon deck, you'll see Tyrant Dragon and Neo with the Royal Finish look. So yeah. Alright, going to end it here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.